I don't know
and
if
he was just talking
Tucker
about
can
how,
pan the player camera right now, but the crowd behind these guys just got huge.
oh yeah, dude.
Like, it tripled in size since the end of last match to now. And Triple
Yeah,
R
so
actually,
Triple R is going to be using the invincible combat roll, which is Kirby's real only good right there. The real only good approach, because his rolls are actually pretty decent.
yeah.
Yeah, no. Why didn't the Kirby do it?
And Kirby's actually got a good crouch cancel too. We see him doing a lot of crouch cancel down tilts and things.
Yeah,
of
crouch
that
cancel,
nature.
down tilt, crouch cancel grabs.
Good back air there, my Music King.
Yeah. So I don't know what Kirby's looking for in this matchup other than to. Yeah, so he just wasted all his jumps. And
The reason that Golden Guardian shut down is because the content it was making wasn't getting views. And the reason the content wasn't getting views is because it didn't have melee action in it. It didn't really feature 1v1 fights. It was all about talking. And I don't think Toph wanted that. He wanted more melee action. He is a melee player as well as a commentator. And if you listen to his commentary, Toph likes to talk about when he plays because he is a pretty good fox. And the content from Golden Guardians ended up being just, let's hang out with PPMD and talk. Let's talk. Let's just talk. And that ultimately will not get you views. And let's look at the road trip that was supposed to happen. There were 3 places on it. Montana was the first one. North Carolina was the second one. Boston was the third one. The only one that they went to was North Carolina. And the reason they did that, it's so obvious. They wanted to get PPMD to participate in a tournament. That's all they wanted. They just wanted to see, will we get him to hold the controller? Can we get him to do that? If we can get him to do that, then it was worth the money. If you watch the North Carolina episode of Golden Guardians, PPMD did not play. He refused to play singles. He refused to play doubles. He refused to play friendlies. And it's no surprise that Golden Guardians ended after that because they did not like that PPMD rejected them at his door. And it's obvious that Golden Guardians is actually just Toph. I'm surprised that Toph is, to run Golden Guardians with the amount of money it took to run that was substantial. So this means that Toph is actually quite wealthy, which is great. Wealth is important if you want to be in the melee scene because the top people in the melee scene are either really good players or really wealthy. And you can be one or the other. And that's how you gain fame in melee. So let's assume that Toph is the person who ended Golden Guardians. We can kind of understand his mindset because, he was the one who was commentating when PPMD won Apex 2015. That was such a glorious moment for his commentary. He's watched PPMD compete so much, and in his brain, he cannot comprehend why PPMD won't play. He just says, well, maybe if I bring the tournament to him and give him money to go there, maybe I can spark something in him. It can be the catalyst for the great revival of one of the most unknown gods. His PPMD's potential is completely unknown. We don't know if he could be the best of the 5 gods because the sample size of his play is too small. So Toph paid PPMD to go to the North Carolina tournament, and after it was very lackluster. Okay, the commentary was good. PPMD did his best, to do good commentary. I didn't listen to 1 minute of it. I listened to about 30 seconds of it, and then I said, okay, whatever. That's what I mean. Like, to make Melee content, if someone is turning off your content after 30 seconds, you lose. So that is why talking videos don't work, is because people get bored. And you need action. And all Toph wanted with Golden Guardians was action, and he didn't get it that much. So there were videos where they played doubles. There's one video where it was Anza versus PPMD, and they were playing single, like both of their teammates had lost. That was really exciting. It lasted, 15 seconds? The end. So the reason why Golden Guardians ended, and there's not a financial problem. Anyone who says esports isn't profitable and Melee isn't profitable, they are lying to your ears. And I think the people who say that don't really know, because the people who are making money off Melee are probably quiet about it because they don't want to create copycats. If you are good at something, you do not want a copycat, because then your market value gets cut in half for every copycat that successfully clones you. So anyone who says Melee isn't profitable, either they're flat out lying or they don't know. So esports is insanely profitable. And Golden Guardians ending isn't because it's not profitable. It's ending because Toph didn't want to fire anyone. It's ending because Toph is upset that his idol refuses to play even when he pays him so much money. And I don't think that result is surprising. I think Toph knew this was the likely result, but he still had to try. And Toph is a strict person. He is half Japanese. In Asia, people do not tolerate weakness. They do not tolerate excuses. He wanted a yes, he got a no, and that was the end. Okay, that's all. Thank you everyone for listening. I assume if you've listened this far, that means you probably like my content. Thank you for sticking with the channel through this week. It's been an annoying week for me, but I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. Fortunately, I'm so thankful that viewers are still viewing my videos. I appreciate it. I watch Melee pretty much like 10 hours a day because I really like clipping the moments that you probably aren't watching because you're busy. You have a better life than me. Well, no, watching Melee all day is the best life possible. But you're probably busy, so if you watch the clips, then you can catch up on the Melee that you missed, that I didn't miss because I'm watching it. And to make good Melee content, you have to watch the videos. Actually, you have to sit there and see what's good, what's boring. And for anyone that wants to be a Melee content creator, it all starts with what is good Melee, what is boring Melee. And that is why it shut down, because they had no good Melee.